Good morning, everyone. How's everybody doing this morning? Well, I'll tell you how I'm doing. I am a little bit sluggish. I'm trying to prepare myself to get up and go to the grocery store with my, over here where I live with my van this morning. But, I don't know if I'm gonna have me a cup of coffee. I don't know if I'm gonna be going because they don't go until 11 o'clock, and I don't know what time it is right now. I think it's about what time is it? To tell you the truth, I don't know. Let me see what time it is. Oh, seven something or other. 7:20, I think, or 7 something. I have no idea what time it is. I just came up here to talk to the AAG team. And I've been up since about 5 o'clock. Oh, yeah. But I said, if I go, I got to find out where they're going first. Because sometimes they go out to eat, and they go a lot of places that I don't want to go, I want to go to the grocery store. That's where I want to go. But it depends on where they go. They can go eat all they want to. If there's a grocery store in the area, I can go to the grocery store. It's another great cup of coffee, y'all. How y'all doing this morning? Let me put this back in the refrigerator. Hold on. Yeah, sometimes if they go, like a grocery store or something, a restaurant or something like that, if it's near the grocery store, I can go to the grocery store and let them go and eat or do whatever it is they do. But I don't want to eat. I don't like eating out. Ooh, I am so sore this morning, y'all. I don't know why. My back hurts. And everything this morning. I think it's the weather because it's still cloudy and it was raining. I don't know if it's still raining or not. As usual, it's a great cup of coffee. Let's put this down a little bit. Yeah, I've been up since about 5 o'clock. Had me a bowl of cereal. Now I'm having a cup of coffee. And I probably go to sleep. Like I said, they don't come over here until about 11 o'clock. But they go to another building I think they go to the other building about 9:30. I don't know why I'm closing my eyes. Because I am sleepy, y'all. But at least I'm up here talking to the AAG team. How y'all doing? And what's on your agenda for today? On my agenda was to get some food up in my house. I want some meat in the freezer. I have no meat in the house. And I'm getting low on milk. It's like everything is just happening. And then I think the weatherman said it's going to rain again tomorrow. I don't know what he said. They be saying so much stuff. And I hate listening to the news because of horrible, the worst news of all seems like comes on early in the morning. And who wants to hear that when you first get up out of the bed? I want to hear something good. And they were talking about artificial intelligence. Well, TikTok is supposed to let you know if something has been, I guess, if the video has been doctored or if it was, AI intelligence or something like that. If it was generated that way, and it will let you know. Like, remember, I don't know if you remember the video that I made about the shark busting through the glass at some marina. It's like aquarium or whatever, not mystic aquarium, but some aquarium. You know how the shark is in the water and all that kind of stuff. And then he comes through there and he busts through the glass. And I think it was Wanda that was saying that she had Googled it and it didn't show up anything. I said, okay, that must have been what that was. The illusion of that. They had generated it to make it look appear like the shock had ran into the glass and broke the glass. And it's that sort of thing that they are going to let you know ahead of time, beforehand, should I say, whether or not it's an AI thing or not. I said, oh, wow, I thought that was very unusual. I said, that shock can't break through no glass. But it was there, and it looked so real to me. So I had, put it in my video to let everybody see it, whoever was watching my video. But, everything, like they say, is, like I said before, testify to what you see, and sometimes what you see, not by what you hear. Like your old man, somebody got something. Watch that person who always got something to run to you to tell you about your old man. Watch that person. See, that person might want your old man. And then, like they say, testify. Wait a minute. Don't believe anything you see. Wait a minute. How does that thing go now? Testify to what you see or what you hear. And what you see, sometimes it's not what you thought it was. I forgot what the thing. I ain't thinking clear this morning, y'all. But that's right. You can't even believe your eyes sometimes. You might say, well, I saw this with my own eyes. But like they say, sometimes what you see ain't what you thought it was. You might see your old man talking to some. He might be hugging a cousin or something he ain't seen in a long time. But you're going to say, because you don't know that cousin, so you're just going to jump to the conclusion that he's having an affair with this other person. Just goes to show you, with your lying eyes. Don't believe it. Don't believe your eyes, y'all, okay? Wait until you dig in there farther and get to the truth. See, there's 3 sides to a story. Your side, his side, and the truth. Amen? That's right. I've been in a situation like that. Yeah, what I saw wasn't what I thought it was. I thought it was just a, friendship, friendly friendship. But come to find out, it was an affair. Affair that is right in your face. In your face. Boy, so I don't know what y'all doing this morning, but I am feeling really lazy. I keep having these ups and downs, like I'll come awake for a little while, and then I want to go back to sleep for a little while, because I was awake long before I actually got up out of the bed. So I've been awake, I guess since maybe about 3:30. I'm usually up every night about that same time, about 3:30. Some people say that's the witching hour, or whatever. And then some people say, well, it's time to pray when you're awake like that. And so I said, well, hey, I do that anyway. You know what? I still think that I'm having a problem with those sinuses. I don't know if it's from that dust. I ain't been in that closet since. But I know I got to. I got to go in there and throw a whole bunch of stuff out, because it's really too deep. It's too much. And it's nothing, extravagant at all in that closet. Really, there's nothing in there. What you see right now is about what's in the closet. Same old, same old. I don't have any great clothes or nothing like that. Well, I have my fur coats, and I never wore them coats. But maybe once. Dennis Bass, so I think I showed them to you before. And I really don't care, really, about those cut jackets. Where am I going to go? I don't have nowhere to go. I think the last time I wore that coat, one of those jackets, I think I wore them to, how y'all like the way I styled my wig this morning? It's different, right? It looks shorter and more, I think it looks much better like this. I don't know how I did it, but I just took it and I put my little curl over here like that and slung that over there like that. Well, I still got my braids back here in the back hanging out here underneath the bed. But I gotta wash my hair. So many things seem like it's just too much. Way too much for the old girl, y'all. So I ain't gonna ponder about it, and I'm not gonna beat myself up about the things I have to do. It's either I'm gonna do it or not. Choice is mine. It's all mine. Yep, it is. Believe it or not, it's the choice is mine. Whether I do it now or whether I do it later. Let me drink my coffee before it gets cold. It's a little strong this morning, though. It's a little. Maybe I should have put a little bit more of that creamer in it because it's kind of strong. And they have like exercise classes over here. I want to go there because the doctor wants me to have more exercise. I called the. Let's see what I said. I called the people about my walker, and you know what she told me? That's the only size they have. I said, well, it's too small. I said, can you take it back so that I can get what I need, that serves me. And then she had me holding on. I held on for a long time. And then and when she finally comes back, she says, well, we're going to see if we can accommodate you. If that's the only one that you got, you cannot accommodate me, okay? Where are you going to get it from unless you go to the manufacturer directly? And I brought it to her attention that it wasn't in the box when I got it. I said, it looks like it's been pushed around a little bit, used a little bit or something like this here. And she says, oh, no, that's the way they come. She said, because the box is huge. That's got nothing to do with the fact that it's been on display or something like this here, okay? Who delivers something like that and that's not even boxed? This is the way he brought it, just the way it is right there. It is sitting right there, y'all. That's the way he brought it in the house, just like that. I don't know, sometimes people, they act like, when you get a little elderly, they act like just because you got a little elderly, you got a little stupider. Stupider? You got a little, I don't know, well, we do have some memory loss, but not like that. Everybody ain't senile. Everybody ain't got dementia. Okay? But that's the way sometimes they treat you. Even when you go to the store sometimes, they act like you gotta get faster. You ain't fast enough to, to do this and do that. Hey, take your time, y'all. Take your time. That's your money they're getting paid. What's the rush? Take your time. And most of the time, I'm bagging my own groceries because I know how to pack it in my scooter better than, sometimes they have a bagger and sometimes they don't. And if they do have a bagger, the bagger don't know my scooter and, my backpack, how it works better than me. And so I told him, I said, I bag my own stuff. And then here's the other person behind me, all up on me. I can't get out the way. I ain't fast enough. I still take my own time. Sometimes I just slow down. Just for a GP, y'all. I don't know why people feel like they could just treat older people any way they want to. We are people too. Where you are at your youth, we've already been. And remember, do unto others as you would have them do to you. You would not like nobody to mistreat your mother, your grandmother, your grandfather, your aunt, uncle, all those elderly people that you got to have some of those in your family somewhere. And you wouldn't want nobody to mistreat them, so why are you mistreating somebody else? Just act like it's just like your mother or your parents or your grandparents. Treat them the same way. And I guarantee you, you'll be rewarded in the end. Oh, yeah. You will be rewarded. You'll have a star in your crown. Oh, yeah. See? And there's a lot of people, like I said before, that loves to prey on the elderly. Now, this guy was telling me, I'm not going to call no name. You might run into him one day. You might know them. But this man had went to the bank. You know, like how they get money on the first and the third of the bank. I don't take no money out. But about this guy, he had went to the bank. I guess he had to, get his rent money together and stuff like that. And so he had gone to the bank and took his money out to pay his rent. And then he left, I think he left out of like an ATM from a grocery store or something like that. Anyway, it was an ATM or something like that he had gone to. And as soon as he got outside, this guy told him to hand it over. He had to give that man his money. I felt so bad when I heard that. It actually happened. Waiting for you to go and take your money out, and then they stand there and wait and hand it over. And you're elderly. What are you going to do? You're going to hand it over. That's why you shouldn't travel alone when you're elderly, I don't think. You should let someone else, handle your business. But I don't even take mine. No, I don't want to travel with money. And I was so glad the way they had that My Ride set up. You have to have like a little account. And so I have to give them my card number, and then they take the money from my bank and put it on my card like that. But I guess some people still have to pay cash for their rent. Mine is not set up like that. Thank God, because I ain't, no. No. And everybody knows when that money comes in on the first, I think some people get the first, second, and the third. Mine is on well, I ain't going to tell you when it was. But anyway, so it's in the first, second, or the third of the month. So, I hope that little pep talk did y'all some good this morning. Well, it really wasn't a pep talk. It was just some, something to think about. Something to think about when we're being so cruel and mean, especially young people. Like, young people, they are something else. I understand the fact that they might think they're having fun, but that's not fun. That's not fun. Going to the amusement park is fun. Going out to the beach, that's fun. But making fun of someone else is not fun. If that's your idea, when you sit around saying, because you don't know how you're going to leave this earth, you know how you came in here, but you don't know how you're going to be when you go out. You might have came in here with 2 legs, 2 arms, and whatever, 2 eyes, or whatever you had. But you don't know what you're going to leave out of here with. You don't know what's around the corner, y'all. I hope this helps somebody this morning while they sitting around making fun of people, laughing at people, and, talking about their impurities. None of us are perfect. Like, we're so beautiful. Ain't nobody. I bet you, Miss America, as beautiful as some of those girls are, they've got something about themselves that they don't like. They have some imperfections just like we do. Beautiful movie stars, they're made up. Tell them to strip that makeup off and see what's under there. But, like I said, nobody's perfect. You do have some beautiful, some people can wash all that makeup, it still look pretty. Matter of fact, they look more youthful, and they look just younger without it. But while we're laughing at people, talking about people's inferiorities or whatever is wrong with that person, you might not have nothing wrong with you right now. But you don't know what's going to happen to you within the next 10 seconds. You don't even know. It's by the grace of God that we're here right now. We're just like a bubble on the water, allowed to bust any old time. You don't know. Your days are numbered. So you need to do what you could do. Do some good deeds today. That's what you need to do. Do some good deeds. And you know, if I'm going out or something like this, I remember, I don't know, I may have told this situation before, this story before, about how I was getting ready to get on a bus one day, and this elderly lady was in front of me, and she was about to fall backwards off that bus. God gave her a helping hand by using me. I was that hand that held her up. And there was another lady, there's several incidents that I can tell you that I just happened to be there and that I had to, well, I didn't have to, but I did. One lady, she had actually fallen down in the street, and I had to give her a helping hand to get her back up on her foot, to stand upright. See, once she got standing upright, she was good. That's when I lived in the elderly building over there, and I was on my way to work that day. And I just happened to get there just in time, and she fell down. She said, I don't know what happened. I knew the lady, because she lived in the same building as me. As a matter of fact, she went to the same church that, you know, that I was going to at one time. I wasn't going to church then. And I reached down, grabbed her hand, braced myself to pull her up, you know, so that she was able to get up. You don't know who you might need to give you a hand one day to get up. Somebody may have to be your seeing eyes. Somebody may have to do the hearing for you. Some people lose their speech. You may need someone to speak for you one day. You don't know. You're not going to always be able to run the 500-yard dash. And on that note, I go with love. I'll see you again soon.